a tiny bit more than 10 seconds. Sorry for the wait. Maybe make sure we're live everywhere. I'm just gonna move a bit the screen. I'm just making sure everything's fine. Up. Let's see. Am I good on the Twitches? We seem to have a bit of a drop in bitrate. Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, we're good on Twitch. Am I good on YouTube's? Let me check. Is the stream good on the YouTubes? Oh, there's the stream. And how's it looking? Am I here? Am I here? Okay, we're good. The stream is back, baby. Sorry for the wait. Let me make sure everything's fine. Here's the chat. Let's keep going. So, it's been 10 seconds. We didn't miss anything. Let's get back to it. We're gonna go down to the planet. See about the heretics inside the fusion reactor. Probably murder them all if we're lucky. And get some XP. And maybe some loot. Everybody come with? Good. So if we get any more recruits, we're gonna have to start thinking about our party composition. I'm thinking of leaving Hydra behind. Hydra. The first Psyker. The Divination Psyker. I think she's the most underpowered of all my guys. Or maybe because I built her wrong. Spec'd her wrong.
We are the spearhead.
Sins hidden in the heart.
Did I mention that my
Okay, formation.
Jokes that once said aloud.
It's the same formation. Good. Let's
go.
go. Back to it. Oh, open the gate, please. Again. Thanks, Pascal. Okay. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
But bounty hunters chase their prey. Yeah, we already read that one. Let's go. There's the sanctuary, the hidden one.
Is there money to be
Okay, we're back to where we were. And now we have all of our wounds taken care of. The bells of the monastery. There's supposed to be security systems in here.
I always keep my options open.
Oh. Okay. Reach the reactor. Deal with Aurora. Oh, Aurora's here. In the flesh. The leader of this whole operation. Oh. Oh, I'm with a mask on. The face of the woman who stands before you is hidden behind a grotesque, barred mask. Yet a voice pouring out off beneath it belongs to someone else. It is the husky, somber brass of a void wolf, a border of ships. Ah. How predictable your path is. How static. All the possible deaths you have skirted, only to perish here in the fiery tempest that will mark the final dawn. The woman turns her mask to Pascal and gloats. You arrived just in time, little cog. The schismatical use you regalia like a mask to subdue your reactor. Pascal's voice rasps musingly. A cog. I cannot comprehend why apostates try to insult me by comparing me to the sacred symbol of our faith. It is irrational. His visors lights up with a crimson herald of a bloodshed, and his drilling Mechatendrite whirs viciously as it readies to strike. The sacred cog grinds all corruption to dust. From the dust, I will build order. Surrender. Surrender? The gall of it. You're chained to the falsehood of a dead god's religion. Captives do not take captives. I mean, what if we did, though? The woman's voice breaks and shifts to a different pitch and timbre. A martyr's voice, young, fervent, and in pain. Time has all but run out. You can hear the fists of the future knocking on the door of the present. Choose quickly what you want to be when it walks in. A blind slave to what is gone, a faithful servant of what is to come, or a corpse. Henrix. It would take some time to rescue from the details of the future that the cult prophesizes. Isn't it death? A new dawn? You're just gonna obliterate this entire planet? Isn't that the future you're speaking of? Strange. I'm just making sure everything's fine. On the streams. It's my first time I've had to switch streams over like that. So I hope everything's good, working out alright. I know we had a bit of a bitrate dip, which could impact the quality. I'm just making sure. Please work. YouTube. Good. I'm trying. I swear. YouTube. I think it was good on the Twitch. Up. Let me see. It seems to be doing alright, from what I can see. Alright. In that case, let's focus on the game. I'll take some time to rest the ideas. When we're done, the what's if of you will still be capable of coherent speech. What you'll be as a living torch blazing for his glory. Argenta's voice burns with pure hatred and trembles with impatience to make the promise come true. Requires heretical, follower. Iconoclast, dogmatic. Who are you? My name is known to you. I'm Aurora, servant of Uralon the Cruel, and the spark of the final dawn that is destined to set Rika and Menoris ablaze. A grave path one was born into the Imperium's bondage, but shunned by her predestination in favor of the chains that permit by the edge of dawn. Why are you blinding people? You think they're blind? They see more than you do. They see the Immaterium. The edge of daybreak reveals to them wisdom, true existence, glimpse of what is to come. Blue sight. The woman takes a glass prism out of the fold of her clothes and looks at you through it with a mocking chuckle. The prism's bluish-pink sheen imprints himself on your retinas. It has been burned into them. Get what I say when I look at you. In that case, you should consider losing the eyes too, sister. Because your vision's all wrong. My whispers are telling me something completely different about who dies here and how. Whose servant are you? Is Urelon a demon or just another heretic? Your flippancy is so amusing. You have no inkling of the chasm that separates us. He is a prophet who foresaws our impending doom, and you graciously bestowed upon us the right to choose a different path. He's a shard of ancient wisdom from a time before we were slaves to our bitter predestination. Rogue Trader, I can't wait to close this creature's mouth with a seal of death, or sing his glorious deed for yourself. We'll see. Age of Daybreak, is that your own only patron? Our teacher, savior, god. You cannot see the woman's face behind her mask, but judging by her tones of malicious triumph, you could swear she's smiling. He remembers you, Marcus von Valentius. The city be savior fantasy you have been acting out amuses the true masters of those people's fate. Okay. Or the final dawn. Salvation from death. Catalysm. Planet-wide genocide. Nobody's gonna help. We're gonna die alone. Whatever. What predestination? What servitude? Everyone born in the Imperium has a predestination. The soldier, the commoner, the administratum official, the technomat, the void rat. All are consigned to serving the Golden Throne and then dying a grim death for its glory. The Imperium never thinks twice about treating people as expendable. You're the most easily replenished of all resources. Even your path is predestined, Rogue Trader. You will inevitably perish on your quest to expand humanity's domain. I mean, is that so bad? And your end will be particularly grim and ghastly. The fruits of your efforts will be enjoyed by others. Meh. What about my heirs? Okay, that's enough heretical talk. Why do you want my head? Brother tried not to use mark you as a target. Are you going to blow the reactor? Yes. You never tamed the spirit of the ancient noble machine, ignorant layperson. It does have a vile temper, but I have access who can help tame it. An electro priest whose hands are affixed to the control panel with steel stakes. Blasphemous spirits have crawled under our skin and onto our sacred iron. Oh, she has help, reinforcements. Take the force out of our bodies, I implore you. Enough. I'll rid you of your tyranny. Could have gone for. I can just stop using iconoclasm all the time. I can just go for, you know, dogmatic sometimes. Die, heretic. The electro priest rips their hands off the command panel, rending their flesh on the stakes that pierce them. As the schismatical control body are imbued with the motive force radiance, all the unfortunates can do is scream in horror and plead for a swift death. Word power test. You cannot make out her blasphemous words, but the name of the heretic ceases repeating the edge of daybreak. Digs into your hearing like a blade into defenseless flesh. It sounds like almost physical painful. It spawns strange and impossible phantoms in your mind. You manage to muster your strength and banish it from your mind. Okay. So now what? Oh, you gotta transform into a demon?
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none. Show them no mercy.
She has a shield. Cultist fighter. Okay, I can just send one person. Abelard, you Golem. Just by yourself, you'll be fine. And we can all focus on the left flank. Up. Idris. Sure, Idris, you can be reinforcements. Up. Let's focus on the left flank. Pascal. Get here. Henrix. Over here. I'm gonna go next to Argenta. That should do it. Oh, we have 2 rounds until the reactor explodes. Got it. Nice friendly fire. Okay. So Argenta's turn now. Just step in there and unleash fire. Concentrate fire. Yeah, we'll try that. Concentrate fire.
Doubt is for the weak.
Do it. Boom. Nice. Up. Momentum. Nice. Should be enough. Idria, just murder. Just do a murder. Like that.
Will do.
Boom. That's enough. And now we can do a heroic action. See what they do. Ow. Oh, there's reinforcements all the way down there. Okay. Maybe I underestimated the task ahead of us.
I'll push this off.
I didn't notice them all the way down there. Pascal, you can start bonking. Move here. Spirit machine, machine spirit communion. Up. And do a bonk. Nice. No cover left. We get more movement points. Let's get out of the Argenta's way. Firing range. Good. Nice friendly fire. Look at that. Do it too. Yeah. Oh. Okay, heroism time. Wait, first, do some bonking.
A tactically sound approach.
Wait, no. Regain all MP, AP. Up.
It will be done. I took care of
Murder. And charge. This guy. Then regain all your AP and MP.
this. No matter the cost.
And keep slaughtering them. Up.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Murder.
One fewer
Dead.
target.
Next, the Electro Priest. He has a lot of HP. Maybe we can just skip him. No, we can't. Have to murder him.
Victory is imminent.
Damn it.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Nice.
I will do like many simple
One more.
instructions.
I don't get one more. Okay then. Heinrichs. Can you get anything good?
I need a foothold.
Let's see. Word of the Emperor. Yeah, good. That's good.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Boop. Iron Arm. Strength and Toughness. Charge. Injure. Shield. Purge Soul. Deals direct damage. On people. Let's charge. Bonk this guy.
See to it.
And then Purge Soul. Of this guy.
For the throne's glory.
Damn it, didn't kill him. Oh, we get some more rounds. Oh, whenever we kill the electro priests, we get more rounds. Oh, the reactor explodes. Got it. It slows down the process, makes sense. Hey, Marcus, it's your turn. You can shoot a couple guys. First, Argenta. Here's your buffs. More.
Who if not me?
More.
I'll see to it personally.
Should you get a new turn? Yeah, you can get a new turn.
On it.
Let's get some momentum. Kill him.
I'll do it.
Nice.
What is a prayer?
It's almost enough momentum to do something good. Some damage bonuses. That's it. Here's an extra turn.
You should feel honored to witness this.
Time to move. If I go here and get these guys. Oh. Or if I go here. No, go here. I can. Oh, I can give it out to somebody else. Let's see. You serve me. Voice of command. Everyone slaughter. I don't remember what the it's your turn does exactly. I remember it gives you like extra stuff if you do certain things, but I'm not sure what about those things are. Bonk. Nice. Oh, it gives you more AP in it. Oh yeah. As long as you keep killing, you get more stuff, basically. Oh. I get those down there.
Rejoice in battle.
Come on. Get me down there. Do it.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, we didn't kill anybody. Damn it. Could have been better. But it's still pretty good. Nice try. Oh, Orange Attack is another turn. Get in here.
Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
I need to reload. What if I don't? Kill him.
I'll do it. None can
Nice.
escape the Emperor's judgment.
Now you can reload.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yadira, you move here. Do you have any line of sights?
I know what it's to
Can you shoot anybody? No, they're all too far away. Oh well. Too bad.
Temporary setback.
Oof. Got hit. Pascal. Pick out the Techno Priest. Electro Priest. Analyze. Expose. And then make him bleed. I think he's immune to bleed, actually. Oh no, he can still bleed. It says 0, but he still took a lot of damage. For some reason. Move here. Charge.
It will be done.
Boop. Keep it up.
Tried and tested tactics
Thief.
are the best ones. Indeed.
Nice. That's it. That's it. That's what we got. That's what we got. Heinrichs. Bonk this guy. Cleave, strike. Psychic force. Deal additional damage. Sure.
Let's see to it.
Okay. A cold wind ruffles your hair. Okay. That's not too bad, I think. Because are you sure you can bonk this guy? No. If you move here. Damn it. Here you go,
I'll
Heinrichs.
see to it personally.
Some buffs. Here's some more buffs.
I'll make it happen.
Yay. Some momentum. Give a whole new turn to somebody. Argenta. Time to do some murders.
Guided by faith.
Use weapon mastery.
His will made manifest.
Bonk this guy.
I'll do it.
Come on. 95%. Okay. Let's get this guy with some bursts. Please, no friendly fire.
Doubt is for the weak.
Nice. Get this guy down there too.
Faith without deed.
Nice.
Is a prayer.
You're all dead now. Who's next? Oh, there's this guy left. Can you shoot him too?
I'll do it.
Yes.
I will not.
And that's all we got. Let's regroup.
Cover me.
Up. Pascal. Give him the bonk. Bonked. Enough. Now an aged, rattling voice speaks to you from behind the blood-stained mask. You are powerless to halt the approach of what is to come. I see a crimson trail leading humanity to its doom. I see the glow of the final dawn. That means existence has made its choice. A dagger flashed in Aurora's hand. She drives into the control panel with all her strength. Now you'll see it too. Bonk. Oh, and she just killed herself. A blinding voltaic arc bursts forth from the broken control panel and strikes at Aurora's uncanny mask. Its metal heats up, smoke billows through the bars. With a howl, the cultist collapses. The light is gone. Was that it, the final dawn? Or is it so different from what our teacher promised? Oh, I think our eyes melted. Her voice is now the voice of an elderly middle-aged woman, frightened and in pain. You will pay for this. You... The woman's body goes limp and collapses on the floor. Her iron mask hits the ground with a dull thud. Confirming Purgate's determination. The heretic took her secret with her. Pity. I said I would come to as a shock, didn't there? Her eyes literally sparkled with astonishment. That said, my friends from behind the door won't calm down. They keep sneering and guffawing as if the joke's on us and not her. Uh-oh. Is the reactor still gonna... you know, blow? Henrix has approached Aurora's body and leans over it. A minute, please. I need no more than a minute. Okay, Heinrich, expect the control panel. The cogitator is probably well beyond repair, but your attention is drawn away from the sacred machine and towards the dagger sticking out of the control panel. On closer inspection, it turns out to be a lavishly decorated handguard of a sword, whose blade has been pried out. Its pommel is decorated with a strange adornment, resembling an eye covered with a scaled lid. Or remains of the blade has a blue sheen to it, the same thing as Kurenrad's weapons during the meeting on your void ship. It is no human-made object. It has grown from a wraith bone, a material favored by the Alderi. Uh-oh. So they might be in on it. As you lean over the shard, you suddenly hear a multitude of voices. They blend together, and individual words are distorted as though they are mocking your attempt to grasp their meaning. The nagging whispers is like the burning red scratch of an unholy claw upon your mind. Heinrichs? Heinrichs raises his head and gets up. He makes a wry face as he carefully examines Aurora's weapon. This unholy object is the work of inhuman hands. Judging by the cold, I am sensing it is a tool of the archenemy. I'm most grateful for your vigilance, Marcus. Heinrichs takes the strange shards out of the control panel and studies it for a few seconds. Curious. Heinrichs stows the encrypted object away and turns to you. Rogue Trader, on behalf of the Holy Orders, I'll thank you for your cooperation and release you from a requisition. From this moment on, I am at your service. I'm ready to come back aboard the ship, and head for Footfall as soon as you deem it possible. Okay. How about the mask? The dog. 1 second, the dog wants out. Up. Okay, I'm back. Blee. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, okay. The iron helmet is firmly attached to the heretic's flesh. Her face is impossible to make in the darkness behind the bars. Wait, in the darkness? Wait, whoa. In the darkness, behind the bars of a mask, but peering at it for a little longer than necessary, you wondered for a moment you saw something move. Ugh. Tense. Executing. Let the unnecessary given motive force flow and all obstacles in its path be eradicated. Okay. You gonna cleanse this place for real, or is the malfunction gonna stay? Okay. It's good. Miraculous fusion reactor. Any loot? On Aurora. Avenger gauntlets. Blasphemous prism. Gem of dark vitality. Requires heretical conviction. Does anybody have that? Oh wait. You have that. Where is it? Boop. Anything else? Avengers gauntlets. You can have those. Nice. Hey doggy, he's back again. Okay. I don't think we need anything else from here. Oh wait, there's more loot to loot. Let's loot it. Up. Gimme. Gimme. Gimme.
Keep your eye on the price.
Oh, they were connected, these two halves. Okay then. And then gimme. Down here. Gimme. Done. Let's go back. Talk with the priest, the head priest. Talk with, what's his name? Abel. And then go back to my void ship. I will have a chat with, Pascal. Hey. We did it. Okay, thanks, bye. Oh wait, we have some stuff. Some loot. Nothing really important.
I always have a backup plan.
Let's go to Abel down here. He's still here, or is he on the ship now? Oh, he's here. Hey, we did it. He's alive. Okay. Let's leave then. To the void ship. Now we can go back to the governor and talk to him about what happened. I guess I'll do that. So does that mean the insurrection has been put down? We've killed the leader. And their true motives was to blow up the fusion reactor. I think. We'll see.
Let us not dawdle.
Heyo. We're leaving. Okay. Ah, Heinrichs is here.
Rogue trader. I was somewhat brusque at our first meeting, and I would like to make up for it by expressing my thanks for your assistance in the electrodynamic Cenobium. Your arrival could not have come at a better time.
Sure.
Thanks to you, I have succeeded in finding the object that brought me to this system in the first place. Now that the weapon of corruption has been seized from the cult, I can satisfy the Lord Inquisitor's wish and travel with you to Footfall, once you have finished your business on Rycat.
Okie dokes.
There is one more thing. The Lord Inquisitor gave me this item some time ago. He must have thought it likely that I would find myself aboard this vessel sooner than he. I was instructed to deliver this device to Lady Theodora. However, given recent events, I believe I ought to present it to you. This is an elucidator, a sacred machine capable of translating the languages of remote and lost worlds into Low Gothic. It can even process Xenos languages to a certain degree. Not without infelicities, but possibly well.
This is gonna come in handy. Thanks.
May the Elucidator serve House von Valancius as faithfully as it has served the acolytes of the Holy Ordos up to now.
So what do you want to do now?
I would like to offer my assistance in resolving your immediate problems. I am aware that the ship suffered considerable losses during the recent mutiny and was damaged by the cultists' actions, and you have lost many valuable officers as well. You are in a difficult situation. I am at your disposal.
Thanks. What do you think will become of the electrodynamic Cenobium?
It all depends on the electro-priests who survived the attack. Fortunately for them, the cultists did not manage to seriously corrupt the holy site, partly thanks to the priesthood's efforts. Nevertheless, I would not be surprised if the local explorator fleet decides to audit and purge the damaged units once it hears about what has happened.
I guess we'll see. Let's go back to my duties. I was about to say something else when he is interrupted by the sound of a Vox signal. Someone's trying to contact you.
Thank you for your time. Please consider me at your complete disposal while I am aboard your vessel.
Congratulations on your victory, your lordship. The entire vessel was impatiently awaiting the news of your expedition's success. The rumors about you not simply saving the Tech Priest Monastery, but actually eliminating the source of the mutiny are spreading like wildfires. The Vox transmissions are from across the world. The world speak of nothing else. You mean the world? The ship or the world? The world. Oh, the world. The governor is waiting for you in the command center. To discuss masters, but I ask you to delay the visit and turn your gaze to the Navis Nobility Station instead. We're in desperate needs of a new navigator, but all of our communication requests are still being ignored. Okie dokes. We can go there, I guess. Right now. Or the station to find answers. What are these noises I'm hearing? The Voxcast? Where's my exit again? Oh, it's over there. The bridge. I still hear those noises. You guys hear that? Weird. Let's just ignore that. Can't do any harm. It's just noises. Heyo. Is Heinrich still here? Maybe we can talk to him about what he was about to say. Seems like he's holding back something all the time. Which makes sense. He's an Inquisitor. Heinrichs.
To what do I owe this visit?
Nothing. Abelard, anything to say?
Lord Captain.
No. What about Pascal? He's down here somewhere. Pascal? Where is he? Huh? Oh, he's down here. He changed location because he's next to Abel now.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
The truth.
The request is approved. I did conceal certain information. I was a student of Archmagus Amonat, but I committed an act of betrayal after he deviated from sacred dogma.
What did he do?
He fell into schism.
Uh-oh.
And challenged the sacred boundaries of knowledge. The blessed Amonat claimed the limits of what is permitted must be expanded, because by refusing to explore certain law, we find ourselves in contempt of the seventh universal law. Comprehension is the key to all things.
Nasig schism.
My mentor put forth a thesis claiming that we have stagnated, that ritual is now nothing but a cage for souls and false worship of the Omnissiah. He sought to break the cycle of mindless repetition because he saw the inevitable demise of our faith and all humanity at the end of it.
I mean, maybe he might have an argument.
This statement is false. My mentor's words sound like heresy. Limits were established because it is dangerous to venture beyond.
I mean, that's also true.
Each step past them could lead to a bloody slaughter, but the blessed Amonat was not afraid.
How'd you betray him?
The teachings of the
Uh-oh.
Word of it reached the conclave of the Cognizance fleet. They recognized his teachings as tech heresy. Many tech priests suddenly vanished or were subjected to serve penance for minor transgressions. The students of Amanat, whose number included many enlightened and respected brothers, resisted. My prognosis showed that our most likely future was a schism and a fratricidal war that would destroy the Cognizance fleet. That was when I headed to the conclave.
What did you do?
I confessed and handed the information about my mentor's research over to the conclave. Brazen, anathematic studies of the Forbidden Law. The conclave could use that data to summon Archmagos Amanat to stand trial and compel him to repent on pain of excommunicate traitoris. His subsequent fate is unknown to me.
So you betrayed him, little son. Traitor. So you betrayed him?
This statement is true. However, I took this step out of loyalty to my mentor. He rejected caution and was leading us to a blasphemous war where he would become the first and most important victim. I did not want to witness his destruction and tried to force him to submit. I wanted to return to my mentor and share his fate, but the conclave found me repentant and sent me to the station Alter Templum Calixis EXT-17, where I was to atone for my previous transgressions.
It seems like you're loyal.
I pray that the Omnissiah grants us wisdom to overcome the dialectic differences that divide us.
Okay. Why did you go to Rica Minoris?
I was summoned there by a message that was encrypted with the Blessed
Me.
Amanat's personal code, and could be interpreted in several ways. One thing was certain: we were in danger, and I had to go to Rycat Minoris.
So who's able?
Assessing his personality is difficult. The spirit of Brother Abel is different from that of most people. Tech comrades of the cog call such persons quiet ones. He possesses significant intellect, but shuns communication.
So...
So far, I have not been able to determine why Abel summoned me to Rycat Minoris, how he is related to the Blessed Amanat, or why he bears the same name as me.
Because those are spoilers.
Perhaps Reverend Abel may not be fully able to actualize and interpret the available.
I mean, I guess there's only... We were one skill check away from him being dead. So it's... I guess it makes sense that we're not gonna get all the information. What are we gonna do next?
I was wrong when I assumed it was the Blessed Archmagos Amanat who assumed the guise of Abel Haneman. But there is a connection between him and the Reverend Abel, and I intend to uncover the nature of this link.
I have no more questions.
Acknowledged. I will return to ruminating on the search for the Blessed Amanat.
Okie dokes.
May your labors be effective and fruitful.
Well, Abel, can I talk to you? There's someone of the Omnissiah who saved from the Electro-Priest Monastery who calls himself Abel Hanneman. He's staring intently at the cogitator Vaid screen. Wires connect the secret computing machines to augmentics inside the skulls of the tech servants, whispering something to their heads bowed in prayer. He looks up at you. After a lengthy silence, he looks away and stays stiffly. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. How are you feeling? The running of Bind Havoc protocol was bogged down and dissolved in false commands. The filter has separated the correct signals from the incorrect. The running has been restored to its swiftness. Tech Brother Abel has passed the diagnostics. The pernicious influence of sacrilegious procedure has been completely eliminated. Statistically, most survivors of a schismatical infestation are left with severe cognitive impairments. However, Tech Brother Abel's mind, being of a less typical nature, has not been damaged to that great of a degree. Are you free from possession, are you? You pose no threat to me? What was flawed has since been purged, but the shadow of the hunt lingers. The cog is dismounted and no judgment has been made. In the absence of judgment, threat remains. Who will make the judgment? I will. Pascal placed the mechanical direct on Abel's shoulder and repeated in his voice, heavy like a wheel tread, crushing the dirt underneath. I will make the judgment that will avert the threat. There's no need to frighten him. What troubles him so? I assume at first this was caused by the shock inflicted upon his system by the schismatical attack, but my tech brother's words are a sign of a deeper reason for his unease. He foresees something. What judgment? Only he knows, but if my trick brother feels that he might not make the right decision at a critical moment, then I'll do it for him. Why are you so concerned about him? Doesn't know. You care for him as if we truly were your younger brother. Okie dokes. Why do you and Pascal both call yourself by the same name? The naming of the names is not an index to the text. The naming of the names is the text. Abel's answer can be enigmatic. His mind works differently than from ours. And if other were poets from Oxford priests, why would there not be? Techna lingua is rhythmical and possesses a broad semantic scope. I don't know. So you understand what he's hinting at? Negative. I'll hypothesize. Tech brother Abel is seeking to convey the idea that our matching identifiers are not the key to some important information. They are in themselves the important information. At this stage of my analysis, I can draw no useful conclusion from that proposition. The fact that Tech brother Abel started to hint at something points to him being better informed than me, or having conducted a more in-depth analysis of the situation. Can you explain what you mean? Okay. Are we overthinking it? At this point in time, the cycle has been broken and reshaped into a rising spiral, as Armanat envisioned. They are connected. My hypothesis regarding Abel's connection to the blessed... Goodbye. Let's talk to one of my officers. See if they have something to report. Before we move on. Order the shipping to purchase some goods. Oh. Okay. So I can trade whenever I want. What sells? I'd like to replace the painting of the late Theodore in my chambers. Hang my portrait instead. It will be done, your lordship. Okie dokes. Who's my next officer? The Voxcast. Anything new? Any rumors? Who are you? Okay. Nothing new. Anything else to talk to? The helmsman. Sure, let's give him a chat. Why don't we? Helmsman? Nothing new. Okay, let's go to... we could go either to one of the... Let's go to the heretic base, the bunker. So that was the plan all along. This one here. Let's go. Looks like a command center. Oh, it is a command center. Never mind. Okay, let's leave then. I thought we had like a secret heretic stronghold. I guess not. There's like a interrogation point. What does that mean? Quests. There's the void ship I'm supposed to investigate. There's the prison. Wait, that's new. Don't know this world. It's an unexplored world. Your captain, sorry to disturb you. Vigdis paused as if listening to something. It's Pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I heard Master Warzarian's voice. In any case, I want to warn you in advance. Okay. Officer troubles. Oh. The everyday sound of the bridge are disturbed by voice raised in anger. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a highborn brat out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. The young woman stand dark echelons. The young woman standing before Abelard strives with all her might not to quit under the onslaught of superior's anger. She falters but then manages to look him in the eye and say, "Sorry, but I must speak to the Lord Captain." Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain not least because I see you have already seen fit to disrupt him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher ranking officer will be logged onto your personal files without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant Avila Vent, requesting permission to speak. Extreme importance. Well... report but no shouting match, please. Sorry, Lord Captain. I thought that drastic times call for drastic measures. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks in order to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary. I'm convinced this step is unwarranted. The crisis itself was provoked by the action of one of the senior officers. She's trembling. In no hurry to intervene, it's not a skeptical huff. Oh, Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Wesserian. Oh. And to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we will have Mutiny or massacre on our hands. She resolved the last words as though she knew them by heart. She may have been preparing to say them to some time. There's an insurrection in the making about my ship no one's told me? I would not deem it a problem worthy of the Rogue Trader's attention. The lower decks, as it so happens, are in revolt. 30-some years ago, we even had a revolutionary leader rise up who dared to establish workers' rule across the entire ship. It took a month to restore order, but even 8 years later we were still battling rumors that the hero had survived his execution and was on the verge of gathering people to fight against the tyranny once more. Needless to say, the rumors were baseless. As of the current situation, we have sufficient enforcers to deal with it. But on this ship, the words of the Rogue Captain carries more weight than a salvo from 100 bolters. I'm sure that if the Rogue Trader addresses the malcontents directly, he will quell the unrest. I dread to think what problem you will disturb the Rogue Trader with next. Perhaps you'll ask the Lord Captain to break up brawls in the mess room? I've already given you the means to resolve this problem. You simply need to use them. Can we try at least? If I may, your lordship, sending a hit squad to crush the rebellion is a means of ignoring the problem, not solving it. How did this start? The situation could boil over any minute now, so I'll give you the condensed version. It all began when the enforcer found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd be killed in the drunken brawl. We reported it up to the chain immediately, arranged for a cleansing rite to be performed, and opened an investigation. No heretics have been found alive, but the search has brought tension between enforcers and workers. Where does the Seneschal come in? I shall explain. I beg you to hurry, time is running out. I will not hurry. Since my company is under scrutiny, I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There's an established order to the way things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the Rogue Trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I have always handled internal problems myself, so of course when I receive information about cultists hiding on the lower decks, I took the matters in hands. So long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodora von Valentius will find refuge on her ship. You are far too heavy-handed, Seneschal. Arrests, interrogation, mass punishment for entire sectors. It has driven people to the brink. Now there's a strike on the lower decks, in Depot 4 to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate into an all-out insurrection. When I reported my concerns, the only response I received was an order to dispatch an assault unit. Abelard, what do you have to say? I see no need to add anything. I acted with the remit of my authority. Guided exclusively by the best interest of the Protectorate, and your personal safety. That doesn't sound likely. If you wish to confirm the severity of my action for yourself, I have no objections. For my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go down to the lower decks, stop the assault unit and speak directly to the people. You will see that they are not lying or harboring heretics. That way you can stop the uprising before it begins. What is Depot 4? Depot 4 is one of our poorest sectors who have poor sections? Well, I guess there's an entire society in here, so I guess there are poor and richer sections. It is home to clans of general laborers. They're not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served its specialized system for generations. They're an easily replaceable resource, one of which is now besides giving succor to cultists and minions of the archenemy. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at worst that means drunken fights and illegal rot gut brewing. We've handled the workouts of Depot 4 in the past. Would have done so again if the crackdown on Depot 4 had been so harsh. Important point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to this sector. It is located on one of the most populated slowest decks, and everything that happens there has a knock-on effect on all the neighboring sectors. I'll go there. Praise the Emperor. Thank you, Lord Captain. He grits his teeth slightly. An enterprise bordering on the soft mooring, but please yourself, Lord Captain. I categorically insist that I escort you. Sure, you can do that. Oh. The whole party's coming with me, are they? That's worrisome. Hopefully this doesn't derail into a full-on encounter. I guess we'll see. This could have been some kind of ambush. We'll see.
I always keep my options open.
Heyo. Hey, it's Werzian. Take that, scum. Don't. What? Look who it is. This is all his fault. All of it. Abroad repeatedly wipes the sweat from his brow as in a startlingly human gesture, and a telling one. A rare moment where he allows his age and weariness to show through his armor-like veneer of self-assurance. The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace all the locals with servitors. They're shouting your name. Of course they were. The organization of the daily routine life of the ship rests upon my shoulders. The mountain of challenges and problems from which I endeavor to insulate you, Lord Captain. The situation on the lower decks has been a cause for concern. I have intervened personally on more than one occasion. Must be why they remember me. They do not know your face. To them, you're akin to a creature of legend, one who has stood at the step of the Golden Throne, no less. I am the man whose name is attached to every order docking rations or lowering a base heating. Let's keep moving. Lower deck rabble. A nest made out of thermal insulation material. They see between shifts. Some valves. I can extract with, apparently. Or not.
Keep your wits about you.
Nobles. Huge pipes, arteries of the ship run through this place. Oh. Those guards? The sound of a heated discussion reverberates through the ship's bay. Lieutenant Avila vent of the ship's enforcers bearing the path of a heavily built assault unit officer. Judging by the expression of the tone, the standoff has dragged on for some time already. It has now reached a boiling point. I mean, this situation doesn't look that dire, honestly. I have my orders. To put an end to the unrest and purge this sector. Jeez. You can take your orders and shove them. This is my deck and my sector. There are only 3 people who can waltz in here without my express permission. The first officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. So not all my lessons fall on deaf ears. Abroad mutters in crabby approval. He does not clarify whether he means the lieutenant then, the officer looming over her, or both. Your lordship, noticing you, the junior officers snap your attention and salute. What is the situation? Your lordship, my people have locked down the bay where the strikers are, including their leaders. We have the situation under control as far as resources allow. They were bad conduct. So you play us slightly. The people are getting desperate, clearly. They saw the assault unit and decided they had nothing left to lose. I mean, I apologize, Lord Captain. It's outrageous. I'm sure the people simply didn't recognize you. Is that all you have to say? Are you let's pressure her. Are you sure? Forgive me, my lord. Let's speak with the strikers. His mouth twists, but he restrains himself and says nothing. Right you are, Lord Captain. Allow me to wish you good luck. Hope gleams in the lieutenant's eyes.
I always have a backup plan.
Our children are freezing. We've done nothing wrong with being punished. A dozen pairs of eyes stares apprehensively at you. The people before you are typical inhabitants of the lower decks. You take in their simple clothing, crude weapons, and faces that display worrying level of mutation. From the very discernible to the strange to the outright grotesque. Ugh. Oh, they're bowing. Thanks. With it, a whisper passes through the crowd, and you detect a mixture of fear, astonishment, and joy in the reaction. Finally, 3 people break away from the crowd. An elderly woman and 2 men. Must be the leaders. They bow clumsily before you. Lord Captain, you have come down to us. We were attacked on the way here. How do you explain that? Here's an explanation for you. The people have been pushed to their limits, and now they're lashing out. Okay. Our clans are all inside the bay that's been sealed off. But the lower decks are big. I'm sure there are people who have just had enough. They're lashing out. The word seems sincere to you. The body language and the glance traded between them reveal that the news of the attack has shocked them. So what is it? What's troubling you? Striking. That's news to us, your lordling, your lordship. This is a tall, thin man in the worker's grab. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Shut up, Rivet, snapped the old woman, who turns her hostile dark eyes on you. Here's the deal, your lordship. Your damned enforcers are all over us down here. They say they're looking for cultists. One wrong word and they're reaching for their batons. They don't punish someone. They turn off the heating for the whole bay for a week at a time. So we get sick and freeze. In my clan, 2 little ones die from inflammation in their lungs, not because of those enforcers. She spits on the floor. Vegeta does not interrupt the workers, but you see the sadness well in her eyes. One of the children's deaths are mentioned. She quietly whispers a requiem prayer and makes a sign over herself. It's all true. Ben's the only unforced officer who stood up for us. It's clear as day, it's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks and who grew up amidships and no fellow feelings towards us. The grim man with a scarred face throws up his arm. Your lordship, we're no villains here. We're honest workers, your servants. We've plotted no disorder, we went on strike openly, and now we've got guns pointed at us. Anything to add, Abelard? What? No, we're attacked. Abelard, anything to add? Authorized the use of all necessary measures to locate chaos before shippers affecting the sector. The specific steps taken by the officers were not reported to me. He frowns, clearly disgruntled at having to explain himself in the workers' presence. Nevertheless, I'm sure the action was justified. The persecution started apropos of nothing, you say? Oh, so one of you was hiding a cultist amulet. A cultist amulet? Was that the goo god they found on the dead drunkard? This was something evil or forbidden. I mean, we sure didn't know. The enforcers just said they were looking for heretics amongst us. How could there be heretics down here? We know our own people. There have been no new faces around. Definitely not. If there were, we'll be the first to report them. For this amulet or whatever it is, they took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breeding in our sector, that's for sure. Those boots were really fine. What? The boots they came back with. Nobody's ever treated these decks in boots so fine. Can you do that? Seems to me these cultists have better commanders than us. Those boots were really fine. There was no harm in taking them, right? That's what the amulet. Probably by someone who didn't know any better. So they looted the amulet apparently, maybe. We are people of faith. We confirm the information regarding the proper tending of the machine spirits in the sector. Servitors indicate that these commanders are performing the sacraments that they are permitted to know. Naive children, weren't you taught from an early age the dangers of the Archnemis creation? Were you warned that any unfamiliar object could be one of them? We were told, Holy Sister, but it was long ago. The last time we saw a confessor in our sector, it was just after I would have had my 3rd little one. That is regrettable, but we cannot lay the burden of leading a righteous life on the shoulders of the Holy Fathers. Who will you blame when beasts crawl out of those amulets you stole from the heretics? The Holy Father who was not here, or a scavenger who brought evil to himself and his neighbors? What change do you want? Would you look at this? The exiled Lord Captain himself is asking us, Buldrat, what we want. Well, here's what. We want you to rein in your damn enforcers, to turn out the heat, and to stop battering everything that moves. No, that's not it. We want the enforcers gone down here. We want to be armed. That's not gonna happen. We'll defend ourselves if the cultists show their faces. I've been a leader of the clan for 20 years now. Getting rid of those club-wielded thugs can only improve things around here. You've gone too far, old man. None of it the Magus on the lower decks lives without the enforcers breathing on their necks. They probably even insist on enforcers on the upper decks too. As for weapons, what do we need them for? Besides the first days out, we'll have someone shooting their neighbors out of the stupidity of drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, that'll be enough. In return, we'll find the scavengers who rob the cultists' bodies and we'll talk to them. One lower decker to another. If there are any more damned amulets about, we'll hand them over to the enforcers ourselves. You speak for yourself and your clan, and I'll speak for me and mine. I don't want empty gestures, I want real change. They'll promise us the world now, but as soon as the Annotated One turns back, these brutes will be back on us. Coercion. Did I get that? 100%. Yes. Splitting anarchy on the ship is the first step towards embracing chaos. Putting weapons into untrained hands would be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. We'll draw the demand and we'll consider the rest, about the heating and stuff. The tall worker they call Rivet shrugs and casts a sidelong look at the woman. Old man, listen. Listen! The Lord Captain himself has come down on us and is offering concession. I don't know a single person in the whole of Depot 4 who's ever stood next to a rogue trader. Let alone talk to them. Back down. Now's no time to be stubborn and cold crone. Listen to us, old man. The 3 clans of Depot 4 are to attack as one. We've made our minds up. It's your turn to decide. Don't ask them to disband the enforcers or give us weapons. We don't need any of that. She hisses in dissatisfactions. You two are ganging up on me, is that it? So brave you are against an old woman. But I'll shut up. I will indeed. I won't go against 2 clan leaders on my own. If you want to make peace with the enforcers, make your peace. That's great, fantastic. Look at him, we're all agreed. So, we're good? Thoughts, Abelard? The story about scavenging for boots and accidentally picking up a her to examine doesn't convince me. I mean, it convinces me. These people were moments away from rebelling and possibly even becoming minions of the archenemy. Must not give them what they want, even if they did occur something innocently pretty out of their own stupidity. Doesn't mean they're not tainted by corruption. What begins as petty thieves can turn into far graver problems. I have seen it before. In my second war, there was a sergeant of the Imperial Guard regiment that was stationed nearby. The sergeant took an ordinary pocket knife from the body of a heretic, and his whole unit lost their lives for it. When they finally managed to break into the barracks, they found not a single survivor, only the pocket knife, which had grown through all the rows of the bed like metal-choking vine. So when it comes to scavengers, malcontents, strikers, whatever they'll turn into next, everything is simple. Give them no quarters. Sure. Your lordship, thank you. You didn't abandon our slower deckers. You came yourself and settled everything. I'll tell my grandchildren about this. Of course, your lordship. We're without any nasty business faster than the enforcers, and we'll leave no stone unturned. Hopefully this works out.
Rise to the top.
I guess we'll see.
Get left in the dust.
I'm supposed to talk with the enforcers now? Was that it? Officer. Bent. There she is.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Wait, what was I supposed to do? Quest? Companion quest. Dark Echelons. Talk to the Genitals. Deal with the situation. Okay. I guess that's it then.
I always keep my options open.
No fighting was needed. Oh, there's a door. Maybe I'll find the corruption on my own. Oh, come on, go through. More valves. Oh, goods. Let me just steal your stuff, guys. They have effects on them. Then the box, a string of stretched leathers running along the edges. The box passed from generation to generation. Strange. Let's leave.
Is there money to be made?
Stopping unexpectedly, Abelard imperiously dismisses the unit that's to stand at a distance and addresses you or the companion saying, I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Hope he doesn't mind what I just did. Are you pleased with the investigation, Lord Captain? You know, you kowtowed to the detestable rabble. You believe their lies and show them leniency. Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, that rabble will welcome them with open arms. Allow them to wreak havoc, whatever havoc they like, because they see you as a weak leader. Is that how you see your future at the helm of the Von Valentius Protectorate? There's some truth to your criticism, I guess. Now let's criticize him. I would have handled the situation myself if I do not decided to intervene. Remember, Lord Captain Tortora, do you think she ever set one separate foot down on the lower decks? No, she did not. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers, while she dedicated herself to grand design for the Protectorate. I would only be too willing to trust my essential and not fill my head with such matters, but the situation has spiraled out of control. You're right. At least as concerns junior officers making complaints directly to you. And I lost my temper, Lord Captain. I believe I ought to explain myself. He speaks slowly, the words not coming easily to him. The prosperity of the Von Valentius Protectorate is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for the chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw in Lord Captain Theodora's deed the sign of true greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds. They create order out of anarchy. They create impulse That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. So I left it behind everything I knew. Everything my family had known. I come from a long line of officers, and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless venture. Your Captain Deodora entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods, to distant frontiers, on scouting voyages, and the investment of the entire protectorate rested on my shoulders. And then suddenly, everything that had been built over years and years began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hanger on a seismically active world. One of the senior officers betrayed us all. The rogue trader was killed, and who knows what's happening on the planets. I tell you this honestly, without fear of appearing weak. All this has become a grievous blow to me. I'm not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the new rogue trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible. To do that, I must insulate you from problems that in the past have been dealt with by tried and tested procedures set up in the ship's circulation. Procedures that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades. Can also be deemed excess to requirements. Prosperity of the protectorate is just as important to me. You're the only person who has comprehensive knowledge of how things are run on this ship. Hopefully I can follow your recommendations. He dips his head in a sign of assent. The shadow of incredible strain, which evidently had been weighing on him for some time, finally lifts from his face. I am glad you see the value in the foundation laid down by your illustrious predecessor. Why fix what isn't broken? As for me, I shall endeavor not to cause you any further consternation, Lord Captain. Let us leave the lower decks. If the rogue trader desires to stretch his legs, there are far more suitable places. So we did it, baby, and we even leveled up. I didn't get my... Hopefully we didn't ruffle his feathers too much. I don't want him to betray me next. I guess it's because he was so stressed that he did all these things. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe. Maybe. So, next, we were on the route to a known planet. So let's go and do that. The Cornus Expanse map. Let's go back to it. Scan this rock. The prisoner. Oh, that's the prison planetoid? Wait, what about this thing then? Majorus. Anything new in here? Important? There's a void ship. Okay, let's go to the place with the what's their name again? The Navis Nobilites. Oh boy. Okay, Lord Captain reporting. The hordes of the Navis Nobility continue to maintain Vox silence, perhaps due to Iraq 5 being off limit to visitors. We intercepted signals from the beacons directing in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's dock. It's a remain of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps they esteem that Navis Nobility's house requires aid, therefore cannot respond to our Vox transmissions. I'll negotiate personally. We can't. Scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The Vox remains silent for a while, but then you hear the static. The officers from the Ogre crew perform a full scan of the station. Information is imprecise. We're able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. There's battlefield activity, but we don't know. We will not invade the visibility station without first acquiring official approval. Only navigators are blessed with the gift of steering ships through the Imperium. Abelard, forgive me for choosing Lord Captain, but I feel like it's my duty to remind you that the Navis military already respect the citizens of the Imperium. Protectorate to edit the hour of need is... Okay. Let's go. Docking. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening on the station, so we'll have to look out for the esteemed navigator's blind. Dock safely and may the God Emperor light your path. I was kind of worried about the fact that there was debris of other shuttles, but I guess we'll have to take our chances. Go. Up. Everybody come with, we're gonna level up. What do we have? Iraq 5. Uh-oh. Somebody.
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
Bleed.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Wretches, you will be confined to oblivion from your transgression against House Orselio. Can we help? Immortal Emperor, deliver your servants for peril. Prayers will not help you, servants of the damned. In the name of House Orselio, I command you to execute these infidels. So there's some kind of power struggle inside of here. Bleed. So we just saw that? No, a step further. Ah, we just saw that. Master, we have some strange guests on the station. Are you heretics? The tall man stops with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his weary face. Not just his own blood. Two jet black, unblinking eyes are watching your every move, and the third one, the mark of a navigator's fate, is menacingly posing behind the lowered lid of the middle of his forehead. Step back. I'll unleash all the horrors that see your souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. I'm not your enemy. Stop it. This system has been under the protectorate of the Winter Skill dynasty for many years. Admittedly, I did not expect to meet another growth trader in my lifetime. The system of fate has brought such an important person into my abode. Allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felek Christoph August, keeper of this station. Did you not come to offer support to the traitor? To the traitors? This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Iraq 5 is a holy sanctum for House Orselio, and the path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say, but you are not on the guest list. The navigator looks at his guard and winces. The soldiers are quivering as if their tormented flesh were being flayed, yet they keep clutching their weapons. I need a navigator. I don't think this is possible. Iraq 5 is an observation station. We don't sign contracts and do not provide navigators. We delve into the depths of infinity and chart the movement of the warp storms, and besides, you're choosing a bad time for this investigation. Why would the keeper of the station command vile mutants condemned by the Emperor? The blame lies with Theobald Arcelio, the second keeper of Iraq 5. The old man was a great navigator, but he could no longer control his powers. I begged him to retire, but he was too obsessed with our mistress, Lady Cassia. His madness and stubbornness spelled doom for the entire station, for he opened his third eye in a fit of rage, and unleashed the horrors of the warp on those who displeased him. The Theobald I knew would never have used his power in such a manner. This will be difficult to explain to the uninitiated, but I'm going to try. The warp currents in the system have been tumultuous for dozens of cycles and have worn the veil between our world and the Immaterium. Thin, frail, at least here on the station. The ruinous powers are trying to tear it down completely and corrupt all living things. The servants were the first to fall victim to it. Their bodies morphed, and pain and despair drove the poor souls mad. The lunatics took my mistress prisoner and almost destroyed the station, but I rallied the few who still follow the light of the Golden Throne to set things right. The Lord Navigator here is speaking the unvarnished truth. I bet the station is full of voices and whispers, and not all trying to break through Two from the other side, waiting for you to reach out and swing the open door wide. The suffocating grip of the Immaterium can be felt across the entire system. It is not surprising the Veil rooting in here of all places. The Nevis nobility can command the warp currents, but the use of the abilities wears down the barriers between the two worlds. I sincerely hope the influence of the Immaterium has not yet affected you, your body, or your soul. With all due respect, I advise you to not remain in this station. Return to your void ship. I need to save Lady Cassia. You're not willing to help, or indeed risk your life, you must leave now. What kind of help are you talking about? I never asked for user of a favor under different circumstances, and yet... Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't gotten many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness. You may actually succeed. In order to extend to the Mistress Chamber, you will need to make a holy relic sanctified by the blood of Lady Orcelia herself. This is the control rod of the elevator machine spirit. And one part and the other was lost during the mutiny. Even this relic will be of use until the elevator mechanism is powered. How do I remake the control rod? I have a phylactery containing the Mistress' blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. The most ancient and sacred mechanism will help to rebuild the rod. The tech priest ceaselessly performed the rites of appeasement so that the machine spirit will serve the house in time of need. The fateful hour is now upon us. Pascal is quickly reached for a data slate. We're requesting access to the object's data crypt. Nevis nobility use independent modification of standard secondary technology due to the uniqueness of the genetic code inherent to the lineage of each house. Black looks exhausted, but arrogant resolve bolsters his voice. These technologies were made as secret for a reason. I must respectfully decline your request, esteemed servant of the Omnissiah. You have your sacrament, and we have ours. So am I supposed to power the elevator? The station main cogitator is situated in the guard room. Why don't you do it yourself? Never said the feat would be easily accomplished. The path to the laboratory in the guard room is blocked by the very same madmen who took over the station. They will not negotiate and are not afraid of displeasing the Nevis nobilities, or incurring the Emperor's wrath. They bow only to brute strength. I guess that makes sense. We've decided to send up the Von Valexion's line. I have questions. The walls of your house upset the balance of power in this part of the galaxy. I'll help you. I'll be able to save the lady from her woes. Still lives. I'll do it. The price sounds cured and tired. So be it. Hurry, the mistress' safety is all that matters. But should you fail, our arrangement is finished. Okie dokes. I think I'm gonna stop the stream here. I'm getting quite tired. It's been about... let me check. It's been like 12 and a half-ish hours. So the plan is... I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be knocked out on Friday. But I'm gonna publish a video I had prepared beforehand. Because, hey, preparations. Then on Saturday... Usually Saturdays are gonna be busy days for me. But I'm still gonna stream for like an hour or 2 or 3 or 4. I guess I'll see what I can fit. So, yeah, that's the plan on the short term. Let me just save. Save. I can level up next time when I have my brain working at full percentages. Anyway, see you guys next time.